Hey, good morning. I'm Officer Robinson, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Do you know where I stopped you?
I don't.
Okay. Do you know the speed limit on Gator Bowl?
I don't.
Okay. The speed limit's 35. How fast you think you were going?
I'd like you to tell me.
Okay. Well, I got you on laser at 55. You have your driver's license on?
You have me on laser at 55?
Yes, sir.
You're going to put that on an official document?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I've got a dash cam, which records, and I know I wasn't going 55.
Okay.
So we'll be going to court on this one.
And I will see you there.
Excellent.
I actually enjoy court.
That's great. That's a great attitude for a police officer.
Yes, sir. Everything's on camera, so.
I agree with that, though. Why do you enjoy court? Court is not meant to be enjoyed. You know, it's not a fun process. What you're saying by saying I love court is saying I'm willing to go to court. It's sort of an intimidation tactic in a lot of ways.
I just need your driver's license. I don't need anything else. All right, hold tight for me, okay? And also, I'm going to give you a warning for your 10. But give me 1 second.
Just to quickly address this, he doesn't need a test to have suspicion that the tent might be illegal.
All right, Mr. Kennedy. So this is a ProLight Laser 3, okay? That's your speed. So how a laser works, you put the laser on a particular moving vehicle, which is your car. I got you from a range of 236 feet away, and I got you at 55 miles per hour, okay? There was other traffic coming too, but this laser, you got to put it on a particular target in order to get the speed. So I just wanted to show you that, okay? Your 10 is illegal. I have a tester. I don't plan on writing you a citation for it, but if you would like, I can tell you how much it is. If you want to know.
Are we done here?
When I'm done talking to you, you'll know. When you're dismissed, you'll know when you're done. But I just wanted to offer that to you. If you wanted me to touch your tent,
so you're elongating this stop right now, so
I can write you. I'm trying to give you a warning for it.
Ticket and go.
Listen, I'm trying to give you a warning.
I don't need directives. I just need my ticket. So
Stand by for me.
Now we're entering prolonging this stop for retaliatory reasons. I mean, he walked up to the car with a ticket already done, telling him that he's going to issue him a warning. At this point, we're at the end of this traffic stop, buddy. And now you're going back to your car just because you don't like the way the guy was talking to you?
All right, sir, let your window up to this level right here. If you don't do, I'm going to put you in jail for resisting officer without violence. Step out of vehicle. Because right now you're not complying with a lawful order, okay? So if you don't let it up to this point, I'm going to place you under arrest.
Okay, I'm going to let you know right now.
Step out, you're under arrest.
Sir, I'm trying to let you know I have a firearm in my waistband.
Okay.
Yeah, and look, this cop is so caught up in the situation, getting pissed off about this guy's attitude. He couldn't even let him get the word out. Hey, man, I got a firearm. I'm trying to tell you that. I'm trying to do the legally diligent thing here and let you know that I have a firearm. And you won't even let him get a word in to say that. You know, he's just so charged up at the moment that he can't get past this guy's attitude. You can't expect somebody to be happy about getting a ticket, especially if they feel like it's bullshit. Cops, you're in a service industry. You're going to have to deal with shitty customers. And retaliation is not a viable means for dealing with that. Oh, and yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. The rolling up the window aspect. This is something that hasn't been, as far as I know, diligently litigated in a higher court. Are you under the obligation to assist an officer with their investigation by rolling up the window? Well, there's two ways to think about that. The first way is that, Brian, which is, should people have to help cops do their investigation? Is it not an incriminating thing to do to roll up your window and allow him to test his meter? But then we have the opposing opinion, which is that during a traffic stop, an officer has the authority to dictate your movement and to do whatever they need to do to further their investigation, as long as they're not violating any of your rights. And again, this is one of those things that has not been litigated to any meaningful degree that I'm aware of. It's very much up in the air. And I feel like this will be one of those things that will probably be litigated at some point in the near future. Again, I'm not an unlimited lexicon of case knowledge or anything like that. There very well could be one that I'm not aware of. But
if you'd let me speak for 1/2 second, I can tell you that. You think I'm trying to? Okay. You're assuming what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is Right now, I have a firearm in my waistband.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
As long as you don't shoot me, we're good.
I wanted to let you know before you said to get out.
So what's going to happen if you don't let the window up? I'm gonna place you under arrest. At this
Why
point,
do I have?
I don't understand why he's doing this. Like, are you going to arrest him or not? Because, I mean, you've told him to get out of the car, and now you're telling him to roll up the window, and then you were telling him to get out of the car. He's under arrest. Like, what is going on here? What are you doing? Are you arresting him or are you not? Do you want him to roll up the window? Do you want him to get out? Like, what the fuck do you want to happen here? There's been so many conflicting commands at this point that I don't know. I wouldn't be able to follow. Like, what is actually happening? What do you want me to do? You know?
To assist you in your investigation, either there's a crime or there's not a crime. There's no like searching for a crime.
Step out for me, okay?
You're
just don't reach for the firearm, okay? I'm glad you carry, because I totally support that. But you're going to turn this into something that it doesn't have to be. All you have to do is, sir, simply let your window up. I can test the tent for you, and I'm going to make my determination. I was going to give you a warning, but you want to argue about it. It's not that serious,
this is all
man.
retaliatory.
If you say so.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, where's the firearm at?
My waistband.
Okay, what you got? Oh, sweet. I have one of these. Glock 43? 42. 42, I'm sorry. Turn around for me. We have more in common than what's against us, but you still have to follow lawful command. If I'm giving you, listen to me for a second. I don't want to take you to jail, but you still have to follow a lawful order. If I have you let your window up, you have to comply with that, sir, or you will be arrested. This is a legal traffic stop. So why can't we just do that so you can go about your day?
I'm not making any more statements.
Okay, so you'd rather go to jail? Let me ask you this question. I help y'all. Can I let your window up? Is that a possibility so I can get you back in your car and get you on your way? Can we do that? Can we do that, sir? Brian, it's not that serious, man. Can I just do my job so I can get you on? Do you want to go to jail? Is that the goal here?
I like that this guy's not saying shit, because all this entire line of questioning is pure. It means nothing. You know, it's just all ego bullshit. If you answer any of this shit, it's going to be incriminating. What he's doing right now is exactly what you should do in this situation, and just shut the fuck up.
All right, sir. I wish it didn't have to be like this, Brian, because I really don't want to do this. All you have to do is let your window up and allow me to test your tent. Have a seat for me.
Call your supervisor, please.
I'm about to do that right now. As a matter of fact, I think he called me. So I showed him my laser. I explained to him how the laser works and how I got him, because he didn't think that I gave him a ticket. So I showed him the feet. You're laser certified, right? And I showed him that. And I said, well, sir, as a courtesy, I don't plan on giving you a ticket for it, but I can test your tent just as a courtesy. But instead of giving me attitude, am I dismissed? Can I go now? I said, sir, when I'm done with the traffic stop, you're free to go. Instead of giving me attitude, I said, you know what? Since it's like that, let the window up, let me test your tent. And he refused. And he just won't.
See, he's leaving out the whole part where he told him that he was going to give him a warning, and then he decided to go back to his car to get the tent meter and actually issue a legitimate citation. He's not mentioned anything about that, and I'm sure you know why.
Will not allow me to test the tent.
Have you given the tickets already?
Not yet. Not yet. So I was going to issue the tickets, but at that point I set everything on top of the car, and then I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and test the tent since it's like that. You know what I'm saying? And now he was signal zero, which is not a big deal.
There you go. He just admitted to it now. So at least he did get around to being forced to say that. So
I want him to be signal zero. I want everybody to be signal zero. But I have his gun in his car, and now he's in the backseat of my car right now. So if you can convince him to let me just test the tent, we'll be done. That's all I want to do. I don't want to take him to jail. He's on this side. He was requesting the supervisor. So okay. Can you unlock it? Yeah, it's unlocked.
Hey, officer.
How you doing, sir?
Are you sergeant?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? He knows he messed up.
Okay.
He's messed up. He's opened himself up for a federal lawsuit is what he's doing.
Okay.
His ego is getting in the way. And when my stop was already over and I was ready to leave, he says, all right, hold tight. He didn't get enough control over telling me when I could leave, when I could go. I was ready to leave. He has my tickets, my license ready to go. He wanted to retaliate, and he's like, roll up your window, I'm gonna test you. I said, well, I didn't say this, but I have a Fifth Amendment protection. I don't have to incriminate myself. Either there's a crime or there's not a crime. Okay, you can't continue to look for crimes to retaliate for me saying, all right, I'd like my ticket, I'm ready to go. And now here we are, and he's also throwing out laws that are not lawful. He's telling me that, you know, I'm interfering with his official duties. That's not at all what's happening. So he's making multiple mistakes. And matter of fact, it looks like he's already written a warning for intent that he doesn't even know exists. So
yeah, I agree with that, Thomas. This guy does know just enough, which sometimes just enough is all you need to know. And this is a great example of how to exercise a cursory understanding of your rights. So I give it to this guy, and I think that that's a fair characterization of his conduct here.
He's messing up from the top to bottom. So I'd like to be on my way.
Okay, let me ask you this. So he told you why he stopped you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did he tell you?
He asked me. He says, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I said, "I don't know. I'd like for you to tell me." And he says, "I got you at this and this and this," and I was like, "Okay." And I asked him, "You got that on laser?" And you know all the normal stuff. And he's like, "Yep, got that." And
all right, give me a second. I'm gonna try to get you out of here, right? And then what you do, sir, you file a complaint, do whatever you want, get a lawyer, whatever. Right? Let me try to get you out of here, right? Give me a second.
I give it to the sergeant. He listened to what he had to say, and he was like, well, let me try to get you out of here. Let's see if he actually follows up on that.
Are you on?
Oh, I'm on. I can put this back in to watch him. Okay.
All right, let me swap back to the other body camera footage now.
I can put this back in to watch him. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna come for you for sergeant.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let him go.
Okay.
Did you give me a ticket already?
Yeah, it's already written.
Give me a ticket. I'm gonna hand it to him, and it's gonna go.
Okay, that'll work.
And then I'm telling you,
Yeah. Okay.
The agency's not gonna look.
And that's kind of what I was where I was, man. But
He's gonna file a complaint regardless. But
okay.
At least we did that.
Okay.
Hey, okay. Well, although it probably wasn't for the right reasons, you know what I'm saying? They did make the decision ultimately to not issue the 10th citation and to let him go. But at this point, they've already detained him and put him in the back of the car. So I feel like it would actually be probably more diligent of them to issue the citation if they thought they had it. I give it to them, though. They did eventually arrive at the right resolution, but I don't think it was in the spirit of preserving this guy's constitutional rights. I think this sergeant just realized, hey, this is going to turn into a much bigger deal than we need it to. So let's just let his ass go. You know, that was the logic behind that decision. But I'm glad that they at least got to that point. And you're right, Jay. They are trying to avoid a lawsuit, but it's good that they got here. But how they got here was very questionable.
Okay. Ocean is put on the seat.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll show you. Okay. I want that truck, man. I want that truck. Are you really trying to sell it?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
I already have a truck, man, but I was looking at it, man.
Okay, we don't need to hear this guy's whole conversation. Let's go back to this other body camera and see what actually happens. See if he puts his back on for letting this guy go.
Hey, you have a handcuff key? I got mine. I don't know.
Wait, did you put the lift kit on?
Come on, sir. And then I said, you're going to do whatever you're going to do. It's not a person, just business. All right, I'm going to put this right here, all right? Can you lean forward? Cause I'm trying not to hurt. They're gonna hurt.
Do I file the complaint with you or at the police station?
You can file a complaint with me, sir, but you go to the police station and it's better if you go to the police station. You know what I'm saying? Go right here. Go ahead, give me a second. Keep facing forward because this thing's locked. Keep facing forward. I don't want. Not that you will, but sometimes people turn around and punch you in the face. All right. You can go downtown, and if you want to file internal complaint or whatever it is that you want to do, you know what to do, sir.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I'm worried about, the gun in the front seat, because you might be mad or whatever.
Wait till you leave, or what do you want me to do?
Just wait for us. Give us a minute and we'll leave.
Okay.
Before you go in your car. That way
I'll
everybody's
stand
safe.
over there in the grass.
That way everybody's safe. All right. Human, it happens. Okay, so let me give you this.
He's admitting to some errors there. You hear that? Like, it happens. Sorry about that. My bad. You know, this is the kind of shit that the cop shouldn't be saying right now. You know, if he wants to avoid a lawsuit, you shouldn't be admitting fault right there on the scene. That's kind of a scary thing to do. But yeah, I mean, they let him go.
No, this right
They
here,
let
sir.
him go.
Come on, don't even look that way.
I don't like the argument either that, or what this cop's trying to say, like, don't leave until we leave because you're armed. Like, dude, he's legally armed. You're driving by people all the fucking time that have guns. You're in Florida, you know, they have it's very easy to get a CCW in Florida, you know, so everyone has guns. It's crazy. Like, there shouldn't be all these like extra standards for people doing lawful things like possessing a firearm. So it's kind of just ridiculous that they're making him stand there and wait till they decide to leave. Like, fuck that. Now I'm going to go get in my car and leave. You once this stop is over, you don't have any authority to dictate what I do. And when it's over, I'm leaving. I'm not sitting around waiting for you to feel comfortable. That's never going to happen. You know?
Come on. This right here, sir. I don't know if you ain't got a ticket before.
Yes, sir.
But you go to court. You go to court. You go to traffic. It's three options. But what they do, you got 30 days. Okay, tells you right here. You go to driving school, go to court, and pay it. Okay. Here's your driver's license, sir.
I'll wait till you pull off.
Yeah, just all right.
Thank you.
I can't say I have a good day because it's already a bad day, but all right.
Watch out.
Yeah, let's drive off because he's not going in the car for the gun until we leave.
Hey, good luck.
All right. I believe that's pretty much the end of that one as well. Interesting encounter. Lots of, like questionable legal things to talk about. You know, it's funny how much of the small, like, you know, ancillary aspects of law enforcement and carrying out traffic stops has not really been litigated to any meaningful degree in court. You'd think that something like, do I have to roll up my window to comply with this investigation, would have been something that would have reached a court at some point in time, you know? So I just don't understand why we still have these like minor things that are still so up in the air when we have such a strong infrastructure for pinning down those minor details. The scary voice of the sergeant, it was a weird ending. And again, like I said, there's no way that a cop is going to tell me to stay somewhere after we've completed a stop and he no longer has authority over me. There's no way I'm just going to say, okay, you know, you're right though, Thomas. It is a pretty small hill to die on for either party, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a hill at all. This should already be a paved path from the courts, you know, that people easily walk along. Because we still have all these fucking weirdo, you know, like rules, basically dumb rules that have no legal backing. You know, it puts a lot of people in these gray areas that they shouldn't have to be in. A study by a legal firm found only about 5% of drivers contest their traffic citations. Many drivers choose to pay the fine and move on, according to Google. Yeah, that was my suspicion. And I imagine that that's the case in a lot of situations. Like you said, 5% is pretty insane. So that means 95% of people just pay the fine. He's only 8 minutes in. And while he could argue the extension because he said he wouldn't do anything, it's still potentially arguable that it's not a prolonged stop. I agree with that too. I was kind of being very zealous about invoking Rodriguez earlier and calling this a prolonged stop, but that would be debatable as well. You know, Rodriguez is one of those things that's so highly dependent on the circumstances that the case law it's very difficult to apply it in most situations. So although we do have this, you know, you can't prolong a stop jurisprudence, what qualifies as existing under that jurisprudence is highly circumstantial. So Rodriguez doesn't automatically apply just because the cop said that the stop was ending. But if I were an attorney operating in a defense capacity for this man, I would probably make that argument. And, you know, I think as far as how the guy handled that situation, it was really good. I have no complaints about what he did or said or any of the things that happened. I don't know if he was actually speeding or not. He seems pretty convinced he wasn't, but the cop also had a radar, a laser right there to show him. So we can't really speak much on the legality of the initial encounter, but I have to give it to him that he handled that interaction very well.